loading screen. And I'm going to have to quickly just change my UI when we get in there because I forgot to run a game earlier on and do that. That always happens since we're switching clients left, right, center, and all that stuff. But I don't want to miss anything at level 1, so I'm going to be as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah, while we do that, I'll go through the roster rundown, as hopefully we're going to load in there any second. We're at summoning, so I'm just I'm just worried that it hasn't started at all. It's all right. It's coming. Don't worry. Have faith.
Dum dum.
The faith is lacking. Okay, well anyway, let's go through the team. So for MySports, yes, we're in. Okay, so for MySports, as you can see on your screen, actually, my UI is a little bit small, but it's actually my game UI. I do not have the bottom thing. Do you know the key to get that up?
Tab.
Yeah, but it does hold it up now. It didn't used to hold it up, did it? Okay, so as I actually figure out, yes, because I'm on my game mode, all my controls are all perfectly fine. Okay, excellent. Let's get started. Let's reset. Have you sorted your UI out? So for MySports, it is going to be Bye Bye Monotony on Shaco in the jungle. So it's going to be starting at red by the looks of it, not dragon. Yggdrasil. That's going to be a tongue twister to say. It's going to be on Vayne, I guess, down the bottom there. I can see pings already going down from out, so we'll keep our eye on that. Cold Reaver, or technically it's Coed Reaver, because that is an I. So I don't know what he's planning on there, whether that's meant to be Cold Reaver, but we're going to stick with Cold Reaver, it sounds good. And he's going to be on Orianna, so I guess he's going to be in the middle. In the bottom support will be Mori. I'm going with Mori. Probably, bearing in mind these guys are... Actually, it's got European flag. I'm probably butchering pronunciations left and right. It's normal. Sona, Blitzcrank leading the charge here. Could get a grab. They know they're going to go for red. So they know they're in for a stack of boxes, surely. As soon as they come out, actually, they will get near them because they have the clairvoyance stand, so they can see exactly what's there. They're going straight in. It's going to have a level 1 fight here, Joe. They're going straight in. Dursin has been grabbed. He's going to get taken down. He will be first blood. Riven goes down. Motiu is also very low. This could be a second one. Bye Bye Monotony goes down as well. But the boxes are destroying people. Lutzi goes down. Cold Reaver manages to pick up another on Artemis there. Benton also very low. Benton, that's because of the YouTube trailer I've seen recently. Benton! I'll link it later, don't worry. Benton's going to go down as well. Cold Reaver picks up another. Tristana got a kill in as well. Absolute carnage for a first level 1 fight. This is like China all over again. So I didn't even get to finish off the roster rundown. What I was about to say is Jursin on River, Muri is on Sona. 4 out. There is many kills and deaths. It's already 3-3 in the kills and deaths. It is Betten on Amumu, Jelix on Tristana, Ludi on Brand, Moti on Renekton, and Artemis GG on Blitzcrank. Wow. That was a start I wasn't expecting.
GG already. Finished.
Yeah.
But the great thing now for out is that Tristana got all 3 kills. She's got boots, pots, and double Doran's blade 2 minutes 40 seconds into the game. That is just a ridiculous start to this one. Vayne got actually 3 assists in and amongst all of that, but it was Orianna and 1 kill for Shaco who picked that one up. Actually, Shaco's doing a little bit of counter jungling already. Went in there towards those golems as he gets the face full of stun from Renekton, and he's actually doing a nice amount of damage there. Great stuff from the start. I'm going to go down the bottom because we do have that bottom lane now in position, and I've got a feeling, you know, guys, I can move as fast as I possibly can, but when this game seems to be crazy action all over the place, we're probably going to be missing some stuff here, there, and everywhere. But hopefully not. Hopefully we get to see everything. Down in the bottom lane, MySports have done a decent job of pushing this lane. Oh, yeah, up at the top. Renekton actually getting himself away, Riven in there. And we saw Riven on Saturday, actually, in the qualifiers, and a really great alternative to Irelia, for example, that came out there. We saw some strong performances with the Rivens on Saturday, so I think we can expect a little bit of the same stuff from her.
Yeah, he can be very good as well, and it seems to be doing all right at the moment. He's obviously had the help, and he's certainly got the tower pushed far enough. So Shaco still on level 2, so I'm going to keep my eye on him because he's obviously had a few issues with the jungle with being interrupted. He's got a Mumu coming straight towards him, actually. on the Wraith. He's going to take the Wraith down. He's going to come face to face as soon as he comes around that corner. He will try and put a bit of damage on towards him. And he gets Bandage Toss on. So level 2, he's took Bandage Toss early on there, Betten has on Amumu. But he's going to take a fair bit more damage. He's going to use the heal pot here. But bye-bye Monotony is not giving up on him. He does manage to get him down to the second. Tristana's taking down Sona down the bottom. And bye-bye Monotony will take him down. Orianna picks up another kill. Meanwhile, Tristana goes 4-0 down the bottom. Orianna is on 3-0-1. Joe, this could be a crazy game, I think. Oh, they're invading again.
They are pushing straight in there. Shaco's actually really low as well. He's starting golems. This could be absolutely deadly for Shaco. They're going to move in here. Oh, they've gone back. Oh, that's really unlucky for Out that they didn't just turn that corner. Shaco was there waiting for them. It looks like they're going to try and gank in straight away onto Vayne, who's obviously got the protection of that tower.
Top.
A bit of damage as well up at top. We are seeing the push coming out, and there is Riven, but she's going to go down to the tower. Is Riven a boy or a girl?
It's actually a very good question. I can't say I've really looked into it. It's not one of those things. I guess we'll see who comes up. Yeah, actually, it's got to be a boy because normally the girls have like infeasibly large breasts.
Yeah, that's true. Damn guys at Riot, they love their breasts.
They
apparently.
do. It's the artists there are clearly liking it. But yeah, some pretty crazy stuff. But like you say, that AD carry down the bottom is going to be very dangerous. But the AP carry is also going to be deadly in the mid for MySports. At the moment, you can see Betten up the top. Benton, if you've not seen it, I'll link you it.
See the video; it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's completely threw me as soon as I saw it. Benton. No, okay. So Renekton will turn him to top lane. He's been back and bought. He's got some Ninja Tabby now. As Riven does come in, tries to get a bit of damage on towards Amumu. Remember, Amumu on level 3. Riven is on 5, so he can certainly bully him out of lane. But with Renekton returning. Shaco is taking the red finally, as I missed the middle gank there. Orianna taking down Brand. At the moment, they could also see they were trying to go for Blitzcrank down the bottom there. And this is going to be a back and forth one. Joe at the top as well. They're having another go. Renekton and Riven poking back and forth on each other, getting all jumpy on him, as it were. As Shaco comes down bottom for peak. Amumu has returned to top. Finally, I think we're going to settle into lane phase. Double Doran's ring now for Brand in the mid. Obviously had just been taken out. Catalyst the Protector and Doran's ring for Orianna. I may need to up my UI for the guys watching my video.
Yeah, right now we're seeing a bit more pressure up at top from Riven. Taking Renekton down to around about half HP, and they're going to continue to just beat on each other the whole time. Shaco having a sniff down at bottom as well. They got Tristana low a little bit earlier on. She had to actually rocket jump out of that situation. Up at top, we're actually seeing the stuns coming out from both players, and again Renekton goes back into a little bit of safety. And Blitzcrank is looking for this pull here inside of that bush, and as he peeks out, not going to quite get anything there, but they want to play that one very defensively. Up at top, I don't want to miss anything, but the problem is when you've got a Blitzcrank,
yeah,
skills coming very, very quickly with like no time to spare. As again, we saw Riven doing a bit more damage. Let's go back down to bottom because Blitzcrank is still inside of that bush. They need a ward in there.
Shaco coming around the back of him. I think he's just pinged
there
it.
Goes the pull actually down onto Vayne, who tumbles away, no real surprises. Didn't lose too much HP in amongst all that. Up at top, Renekton is getting low. Shaco's moving in here into this middle area, and as I switched away, we did miss that kill, but there's a lot of action going on down at the bottom. Ignite is on as well. Surely just one more hit. Yeah, and he comes in from Vayne, and there's the kill straight back as Cold Reaper takes down Brand in middle as well. What a mental game. We've not even got 9 minutes, and there's been 14 kills already in this match.
Yeah, and it's not so much Brand's fault. It's more the fact that obviously Orianna got fed early on, so it's almost the consequence of that, as it were. And also Riven at the top trying to have a little bit of a tower dive on towards Amumu there, so he's going to have to fend him off. And I think Cold Reaver is going to be very, very dangerous coming soon. He's got, how much gold's he got on him already? 1,200 gold. Oh, 2,300 gold on Vayne down the bottom, actually. We'll have to keep our eyes.
Why don't I see gold?
You click the...
see gold, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I never saw that button before.
It's sneaky. But 66 CS to 46, despite the fact that Tristana is 4-0. 103 Vayne is ahead on CS, which is Quite amazing. Obviously, in terms of CS in towards the mid there, it's no surprise that Orianna is ahead. Up the top, Riven versus Renekton, 60 to 23. So big difference there. Riven is in control. So at the moment, I think MySports are certainly looking very strong for this one. They are 9-5 up, and they are 3k ahead in gold already. But it is early days, and as we've seen already, there's some pretty crazy action. Brand getting the blue for mid. And bottom lane is returning from a buy, multiple buys as well. We've got boots and mobility on Shaco, so we're going to have to really keep our eyes on him. Philosopher's Stone on Sona, no surprise there. BF Sword, boots and a Doran's Blade now just been bought, so double Doran's on Yggdrasil. She's playing Vayne. We've got a bit of an invade coming on here. Tristana, they're coming around for Orianna. They're going to come straight around the backside of him just while he fights, actually. It's going to be a 4-man onto Cold Reaver. Cold Reaver is going to be able to get away from this, I think. No, he's been jumped on nicely there. Pops his ulti. I don't think he's going to escape, though. Still going up Riven. Riven is coming down as well. Cold Reaver has pulled the shield onto himself, and would you believe it, he's managed to escape a 4-man gank with two of them coming from behind and an exhaust on him. Very nicely played there.
Yeah, his ulti really was the make or break in that one. Managed to land it onto them and stop him coming in. Mumu's headed up towards top. Not sure if he's just going to go back into his jungle pattern or whether he's going to try and put some damage out onto Riven. Actually, he's going to go for it here. He's going to push around the backside. Riven's already on the tower, taking a hit from that tower. And we are going to see Mumu go in there. He does have ulti available. And we see the flash away. Nice bandage toss comes in. It's not got any mana, though. That's going to cause some problems. And look at Riven doing so much damage here onto that Renekton, but surely will fall down. Ignite is onto her as well. And shield is going to keep her alive, but finished off there by Renekton. Nicely done. And that's what they've got to do.
Shaco.
Oh, yeah, Shaco's in there as well. Is he going to go down? Yes, he actually manages to kill. And the fear as well onto Bet and those boxes, as annoying as they are. Ignite goes in as well, and he is going to be dead. Brilliant work from Shaco, getting that double kill. I'm going to skip straight down to bottom here. No, it doesn't seem like there's too much action. Wow.
He just immediately expected a fight. Immediately expected a fight down the bottom there. It's just like, quick, look down the bottom, what's Blitzcrank doing? But no, yeah, really nice fight as well there. But Riven managed to hold on for long enough, just about in there. Actually noticed it,
Brand is dead in middle as well.
God, I didn't even see him. I was just literally looked back. They didn't look like they were doing anything a moment ago. I'm going to have to really keep my eyes peeled on that bottom right-hand corner as they go in for Blitzcrank. Ulti pop by Vayne there, but not really doing a great deal with it. Is going to be able to get another poke back in. He's going to be careful he doesn't get grabbed by Blitzcrank because he's clearly aiming and lining up. He's trying to, I think, go for Sona. No, he tries to grab in for Vayne. Now immediately Vayne tumbles in there, clears out the CS, and he's really starting to dominate in the CS terms as well, 100 to 72. Both with BF swords now down the bottom there, so a lot of damage, a lot of punishing play. 12 minutes gone, and they are going to looking like try and double team up the top again. Still no dragon attempts as Cold Reaver does take down that turret. And again, it is Amumu coming around the top. This time it is Amumu on full mana. He will surely be able to get his ulti popped onto him, or will he just wait it out? Yes, he will do. He's using that tiny tears to try and drip him down. He will use the bandage toss when he needs to. Finally using it there, gets the stun. Renekton pops it on as well, and he's trying to hang on. He will not get out of this one. Orianna is coming up behind now, and now they're going to have to back out. Orianna does have her ulti ready. She's going to come straight. Actually, he's not. The ulti is not quite up in time. Will come straight through there. Will be able to put a shield on towards Riven. He needs it desperately. Will he shield him up? Instead, he's missed it. No, he went for the Q. Now he's popped the shield down on him. That's surely going to be... It will be Renekton going down. Riven is just finally about to take him down. Now Amumu's going to follow. Well, really nicely played there. Back in towards the middle. Shaco going in towards Brand as well. He's going to put a bit of damage down onto him. As well as Vayne coming in. That's going to finish him off. He's going to get taken down. He tries to pop his ulti. It's not going to be anywhere enough. And bye-bye Monotony picks up. That's going to be finally Dragon Joe. This is just insane. 15-6 in kills. 13 minutes in.
An absolutely incredible game so far. We're going to see this first Dragon. They're up at like... I don't know, it's over 20k gold already, MySports, and they've not even taken a dragon yet. So we will see that coming in. Up at the top, we have seen Riven taking down that turret. Currently, we have 702 on that Orianna. So dangerous, so powerful. Already got the Rod of Ages built. And I guess she's got plenty of gold. Yeah, almost 2k gold to go home with as well, to do a little bit of shopping. As we see some pressure coming down onto Sona. Blitzcrank actually charging his way forward. He is going to go for the grab. Knocked against the wall. Great stun coming out from Vayne. That was very nicely done to stop that Blitzcrank causing too many problems. Branda's come back into the middle. What's Orianna doing at the moment? And blasting one plus the tome. Nice. I mean, this Orianna's so dangerous. They're going to have to nuke her straight down as fast as they can in those team fights.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. Has that range, has the blue on him at the moment. That will be running out any second now, but don't think he's going to be too worried about that. Like you say, almost building up towards Void Staff by the looks of it, possibly coming out there. I'm not too sure whether it's going to be the Rabadon straight away. He's gone for an Amplifying Tome, so probably not. So he's on 7-0-2. Obviously in Reflection, Brand is on 0-5-2, so having a bit of a nightmare, but it can snowball that way sometimes for you. Down the bottom, there's a big fight going down. There it is. They're heading on towards Brand by the looks of it. Shaco has come in. Vayne's going to surely pin him out. That mana shield will pop, but it's never going to be anywhere enough. They switch their actual target on towards Tristana because they knew for a fact Brand was already down. Meanwhile, you can see Brand and a Mumu coming in to join the party. Cold Reaver will go, oh, okay, let's have a look. Bye-bye Minotomy decides to dive in there. Benson has to use his ulti to try and survive, but he's never going to get out of that one. Bye-bye Minotomy taken down very low. Brand is diving for him. He's desperate for some kills here. Instead, he's going to get taken down, but Sona will go down with him as Tristana gets a second as well and towards Bye-bye Minotomy and jumps the hell out of there. Orianna's just thinking, you cheeky little upstart, you managed to get 2 kills and ninja away. Very nicely played by Tristana there. But Riven is just continuing to pressure on Renekton. He's now 3 levels ahead of Renekton, so that's just going to cause all sorts of problems. In fact, you can see he's just diving on the turret on him now. Renekton will have his ulti, so he doesn't want to get too carried away with that turret pulling. Instead, he's going to go straight on him. Renekton will be able to take him down here. That was silly, sloppy play from Riven there, thinking he could take him on the turret. He was stupid Smartcast. Well, he's blaming Smartcast, but I think he was a little dangerous to dive in and take. I think he took about 3 or 4 tower hits in there, so it was only inevitable he was going to go down.
Scoreline 18-9. You don't even see these scorelines at the end of a 40-minute game sometimes. Ridiculous. 16 minutes into this one. And Shaco, obviously, 6-2-4, also super dangerous right now. Orianna is double buffed, and she's wiping out minion lines like nobody's business. Obviously, we'll be able to go back and finish off a couple of items very, very soon here. Beton just moving back into his jungling pattern. And he's been doing a lot of ganking, but he's 0-5-5 compared to the 6-2-4. So that kind of tells you where the favour with those ganking junglers has come into this one. Shaco doing a fantastic job of getting all that down. We do have the oracles on Sona now as well, so they can start to clear some stuff out. It looks like they may go in for a dive here on the turret. Shaco sniffing around, boxers in the tri-bush. I think a little bit dangerous. Tristana's not full HP, but not so far away either. But Orianna is there as well. They're actually going to pull in, and that's going to be the signal to make the attack. Tristana will try to rocket jump away, but surely going to go down super low. There is the kill. It comes out. Blitzcrank goes down in amongst everything as well. Shield put on. That is a tower kill with no problems whatsoever here for MySports, who are now 20-9 in the lead. And Mumu and Brand did start to come down, but decided against that one, as you can probably expect, and backed away from it. And they're moving back direction Dragon. Not exactly 100% sure on the spawn time of it, but certainly not there. Now up at the top, again Riven putting in a ton of damage onto Renekton, but again, taking these turret hits and just going to go down again.
Yeah, sloppy play. It's the over-aggressive, sort of over-confidence, as it were, because and now he's just given the levels back, as it were. He's back to I can't see what level he is. Where is he? 12. Yeah, so Renekton's actually caught up the 3 levels he was behind just because of those 2 rather sloppy tower dives. We've got Cold Reaver and Mori going up top, but you can see there is that ward that Mori's actually just gone straight past. We did see that ward there, but decided not to take it. I think he's going back and thinking, hang on a minute. Did I not just... No, ignoring it completely. Ignoring that ward. Okay. So they're going to do a bit of a jungle invade as well. Clairvoyance onto the Wraiths. And they're still not going to spot that ward. Unbelievable. Going to have a... Luddy is actually building up his farm as well. He's been able to get a little bit of free farm as Orianna's been rhyming. Looking down the bottom now, you can see Tristana's been just beaten away by Yggdrasil on Vayne. has got that zeal now. Bloodthirster complete as well. Infinity Edge, meanwhile. Oh, look at that. 439 crit on towards Tristana there from Vayne. Can be so dangerous when he gets pretty well fed. And at the moment it's 205, 805 for Orianna. He is going to come around, just catching a glimpse of Surely on towards Blitzcrank there. Blitzcrank's not even going to get away from that one. He's I don't know whether he was AFK for a second now or what, but Riven's just thinking, thank you very much, I'll have a nice, easy, free kill. Meanwhile, Tristana has backed off, and we are 21-10. Dragon is due any second. You can see the box is already being placed there. So Renekton at top, I think, is going to be the only chance they've got to try and beat the way into this one. Of course, Tristana also on 6-1-0. They still are not out of this one just yet, but it is hanging on by a thread, I think. It's only a matter of time before they quickly snowball away. Riven at the moment is giving them kills for absolute no reason. You can see he's pulling solo antics. I think all he's trying to do is distract them. There you go. You can see the dragon has gone down. We do have Brand coming around the back, but he's surely going to get pinned down. He will do, and that's going to be Orianna. Wow, he just went down in seconds there. They're also going to go in towards Tristana. Tristana will jump away. Quickly grabbed in Brand there, but immediately Sona ulti straight across, and they are getting an incredible amount of damage being put out onto them. And Mumu also a little bit helpless here with Vayne, just beating on the back side of him. Has got a lot of armor and hit points, and Riven's going to dive in towards Tristana. Tristana having to flash away. That is going to be a Mumu just about surviving on 59 hit points. Riven again is suiciding onto him. He wants to get a dive, he wants to get the kill, but it doesn't matter because they're just going to push the wave, take down that inner turret, and that will surely be the first inner turret. Moria, Riven finally does get the kill on a Mumu. Nicely done, thought he could get away with it. Now he's going to be in all sorts of trouble unless he's got a flash, which he does not, and he will go down and give them a kill. Sona's also going to get taken down surely by Jelix. No, he won't, because Cold Reaver just about came back to support. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty sloppy, some of it as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, so it's awesome to see, but there's also been some pretty insane attacks. Brand is getting very ballsy there. He could easily get taken down. We saw how quick he went down a second ago. They just want Sona. Oh, you're dead. Grabbed straight away, but look at the damage straight away on Brand there. They're going to go straight to Vayne. Vayne will just about go down. Now they're going to try and follow it on towards Colt Reaver. They can actually possibly go for a Baron here if they manage to get another kill. No, they're not going to get Colt Reaver. He's just going to walk away and stick with that 808 score, which is pretty incredible. They did take the top turret down as well in the middle of all that.
And we've got Renekton now pushing the bottom, and as you mentioned, Renekton could be that one chance. I mean, it's all well and good, this distraction play that Riven's going for. I mean, it allowed them to get those that turret, that inner turret, but is it going to give them too much in the long run of things? That was an interesting move from Renekton, not to just finish off the tower in amongst all that. Maybe he wants to bait Riven into thinking a little bit safer than he actually is here. And Renekton is going to back away. Got a blue pill home, and Riven's not going to check. And we will see Renekton get himself freely out of there. Let's have a look at the CS at this point. 170 to 120 in that middle area, and you can't discount that 808. Actually, Orianna's touching 10k gold overall now, 9,200 and some. So she's just ridiculously strong. They need to get in there. They need to disable her fast. But so far we've not really seen it. They can't catch her when she gets her slowdown. She's shielding at all the right times. It's just going absolutely perfectly at the moment for Orianna. But it looks like they're not going to give up on this one. I mean, they could still turn it around as we start to move in towards that 30-minute mark. A good team fight for them. As we saw before, they're still managing to pick up those kills, maybe through sloppy play from MySports, or maybe just from great play of their own. But we are seeing now MySports getting ready for Baron. They've not checked in the back, and there is this ward out there for out. The question is, can they get there in time and actually do something about this one? Obviously, Blitzcrank is a prime suspect as well as that Brand to get over there. And we're actually going to see them go straight in. That's a nice ulti coming out from Sona. It exploded Tristana. Blitzcrank is going to go down quickly as well. Brand is now the next target. That's going to be an easy kill surely for Riven if he doesn't get stunned in there. Ultimate came out from a Mumu, and now Riven has to be a little bit careful. He is going to go down without taking Brand with, and the remaining three are going to chase. Cold Reaver is still very, very healthy. Vayne not so much, but a good ball right now could cause all kinds of problems, and Vayne nearly going down to that pillar from Brand. And wow, just an amazing game we're seeing here. This is the first round of the night, and if every other game is anything like this, we're in for an absolute treat.
Yeah, the rest out were a little bit caught napping there with Vayne just being off to the side and literally took down Tristana before they could react. Now he's going to get surely taken down by Renekton. Renekton will get exhausted though. He's also got Cold Reaver coming to support him. And you can see Brand's thinking, can I get him? Can I get him? No, I can't. No, I can't. And immediately gets shielded up. I tell you what, Orianna, if he'd have had a bit of mana there, that would have definitely been a double kill for him. But he was low. And out were playing high-stakes gambles there. But they managed to beat them off, and really, that was just a case of not clearing out that ward at the back. You said it was there, and Sona had oracles. Sona going down there as well. So that oracles was lost, and has had to buy another one. But it's not too bad at the moment, I wouldn't have thought, considering they're 39k to 32k, so they're quite far into this one. They're diving onto him. You see Bye Bye Minotomy following on towards Luddy there. Has got stunned up. Sona's going to come around and support. Not really going to be able to double that combo though. 8-3-7 for Shaco. Shaco being very aggressive. Red buff now actually being given to Riven. I'm not sure if it was meant to go onto Vayne, but Riven has it nevertheless.
It looked like it was supposed to be Vayne's, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever, Riven's on a mission today.
And he's on 802 Orianna now. It's just incredible. Has got that neatly large rod now. Did build the Rylus Crystal earlier. I actually called it wrong on that one. Phantom Dancer has been completed by Vayne. 177 CS to 179. So pretty even between the two AD carries. 7-2-2 for Tristan. Obviously getting those 3 kills literally in the level 1 fight. So not been able to really follow that streak, and you thought, you know, with the 3-0 start, you'd be able to just really punish that bottom lane. Didn't really work out that way. And Vayne, well, they are going for that Baron. Will they be able to take it in time? They do, and they're going to turn around and out. We're not quite caught out on that one. They didn't have the response time, and that will be a Mumu diving in, trying to cover him off. Actually did quite a lot of damage. The Brander ulti managing to poke around them. 2 or 3 are very low. Tristana does manage to pick up 1, 2. Does get the third, does get taken down. Surely that's going to be Riven going down. Renekton very, very low here. Will turn around, go straight towards Cold Reaver. Cold Reaver, they need to go on earlier though, but Riven turns. Brandy's in all sorts of trouble. Finally gets taken down, and I think Renekton's going to go down with it. So despite the fact they did have the Baron, they do pick up the A's, but Tristana had picked up a good handful of kills in there. 10-3-2 now for Tristana. That's about the only out they have at the moment, because the rest of them are really struggling. I'm not sold in support Blitzcrank in this game. 0-8-6. The best thing with the supports is the fact you don't die that often and you get a lot of assist kills. Instead he's dying lots and not really getting much assist kills, so kind of like the opposite to what the support should be doing. But, you know, it's one of those things that it can work, and you could say it's give Tristana the ability to have that 10-3-2. Certainly gave him the ability early on in that level 1 team fight. Anyway, nevertheless, Orianna continues. 8-0-14. Been dominant, had those early kills of course, and just never really looked back, and that's really, I think, what's driving MySports on here.
Yeah, actually we see Orianna up at 11k gold now. Most of them are getting up to that level. Over on the side, Tristana, she's the only one over 10k gold right now, and ooh, we had a disconnect in amongst all that. I don't think they were really bothered to use the pause function. I assume it's on the live server as well. It would make sense. Although I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure someone will tell me if I'm wrong with that. But either way, he's back in there. Not sure it really made any difference. I mean, he disconnected and reconnected straight away into this one. The gold difference is over 10k now, 31-18. But crucially, Deman, I mean, even with Baron buff, they were all pretty much full HP. I think Shaco, unfortunately, took a lot of damage from the Baron itself. They lost, quite frankly, too much in that fight.
And it was mainly down to the Amumu ulti and the Brand ulti sort of pinged together. If they can catch a group of them, keep them together and get the Brand ulti across, it will do massive damage as it bounces around between them all. And obviously as Brand can get his AP higher and higher, he's only at 276 at the moment, but it all adds up. And when Tristana's in there doing his blasting shots, it really adds up. Explosive shots, I believe, is the exact term if people want to get picky on that one. But yeah, I mean, obviously why we saw him pick up a triple kill after Brandon had popped the double ultis. So they are pushing up towards the mid. Cold Reaver still has that Baron buff on, remember. It did not go down, so keep our eye on any Orianna ultis. He could obviously do the exact same, pull them all in. It's whether he can keep at range. And Vayne now up to building up a second Phantom Dancer by the looks of it. And he's going to lay down a big chunk of damage on towards that. Quickly skimmed a quick 500 off, another 500 down as he just stands there longer. They're going to keep chipping away, as it were, on that turret. And you can see immediately just a little bit of poke action there from Oriana. He's already dropping all the hit points. And wow, psychopathic. Shaco goes diving in for next. Does get taken down by Renekton. Don't think the rest of the team were quite on the same wavelength, despite the fact that well, Riven has been diving in as well, but they weren't quite ready for that one. And the box is just going to cover their retreat. And Out managed to hang on for another day and picking up another kill. If they can just keep them towers there, really, and just keep building it up. They do have a more tanky team, which in the end, obviously, because Blitzcrank slowly gets built up, it will help a bit. And obviously, of course, the Mumu's ulti, he needs to be able to just survive that a little bit longer. Renekton, like we said earlier on, is going to play a big part in whether they are successful or not. Has been actually not been doing too bad, despite the fact the early lane phase dominance by Riven.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with how Renekton's managed to do this. The fact was, you know, Riven, there was a couple of times that they died, gave that free farm over to Renekton that actually he really did a good job of denying early on in the game. Look at that damage from Cold Reaver there, taking Tristana to around about half HP in one blast. And we'll continue to just wipe through those lines of minions. At the moment, in terms of ward coverage, it's actually not so bad from either team. Obviously, this one pink ward down here for Out will give them that little bit more vision, but overall it's definitely a commanding performance as they are going to take this ward out this time. Sona spots it and this time decides to finish off, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a push onto this top lane. In fact, all five moving there now for MySports. Let's see if they continue to try and take out this inner turret. For me, I'm not sure if it's such a great fight to take around here. We do have the siege minion in there as well, so actually plenty of power. And look again, Blitzcrank going down so low. And we do have ulti available here for Brand, which could be a big factor in this next team fight if they're so bunched up in the lane like this. Again, just dodging that pillar. Nicely done from Cold Reaver, who I don't even remember seeing him like low HP hardly in this game, to be honest. Only that 1 versus 4, which he still managed to escape completely from. You see Riven just dodging into the pillar. And they're trying to force them back just a little bit, Out, but they need to be careful. That Blitzcrank is very low and will just explode if Oriana gets in there with a good bit of positioning. And they are going to push in onto the turret, and no real surprises. Out back away from it completely. Are they going to try and push through the next one? Nope, doesn't look that way. I guess they're going to maybe split. I mean, this would be a good time for Riven to actually be pushing elsewhere, which she seemed to be a bit of a soloer early on, but is now sticking with that team. Not sure if that's team instructions, if you like. Stop being such a Rambo and get with the team. We don't want to be losing out. And they're just taking everything from the Out jungle. They've left 5 billion wards in the top side of the map, plus a load of boxes, which at this stage of the game actually really hurt. If Tristana or someone walks into that, could be very painful. There's another 440 crit from Vayne onto Tristana. And Renekton's up at the top. This could have actually been a decent fight to take with the 3 guys in middle now. But they're not going to go for it. They're playing passively, considering the situation, in my opinion, here at MySports.
Yeah, they just weren't sure where Brand was. Now they can see him. Baron is up, and actually, you know, Out are actually working their way towards it. They're planting the wards, yeah, and immediately Clairvoyance goes, no, you don't. They stop them in their tracks, and the rest of the team managed to back away because Cold Reaver was ready. As he comes around the side, he has got that Rabadon's death cap as well. He's up to 433 AP. And, well, they are going to go for it. Double Phantom Dancer on Vayne. So he's going to be laying down a lot of damage on here. You can see that ward at the back again. So, again, they're just not clearing them out. Not being able to spot them out there. Sonnet not really doing the job of clearing out these wards. Is going to come in now and go, oh, look, there it is. There's the one. And they've pulled I'm not sure if they were meant to pull the Baron again there. Vayne did actually put a shot onto it. I think he was trying to aim towards it. Oh, nice grab there by Blitzcrank. Will he manage to flush by it out? He will not. He gets taken down. The Sona ulti, the Orianna ulti backed up by it. Then they're going to flash straight through, trying to go for Tristana. A Mumu ulti backed on. Riven surely going to go down here, but Vayne's come around the side and lays down a world of hurt on towards Blitzcrank. A Sona does go down, but that's just not enough. The ulti will not help on Renekton, and they're going to get taken down. I don't think Blitzcrank is going to get away because he just got one shot in the backside by Vayne. It is very, very hard to escape Vayne. Vayne's actually going to roll in and try and catch him on the turret. Instead, he's going to turn around with that, and it will just jump away in time. Orianna, luckily the Orianna was there because I think Tristana would have won that fight, but they are going to have 3 lanes to push here, and Tristana's not going to be able to do a lot about it. I think they will lose this mid turret and possibly the top one. The mid one's almost certainly going to go down because Vayne is just hammering away at it with those bolts. And that top one could possibly go down. That's the one where Tristana's chosen to defender has got in there, so we will clear it out. Cold Reaver will take that inhibitor down, but now Tristana's got to be careful. They're going to come around the back side of him. Instead, they're just going to punish that turret. Now he's going to get caught by a Mumu on the turret there. He will do. Orianna has put the shield down on him though, so I think he might be able to just dash away from this one. Yes, he will. And he has a tumble just in case he needs it. But again, pretty crazy team fights there. All started off very well for out there with that initial Blitzcrank gank there, but Vayne managed to get around the side very, very quickly and just put a world of hurt on them.
And again, those double stun ulti that we saw, Orianna's go in there, Sona got hers, I think across the entire team as well, which really changed things at that point. And once they kind of got in there, Blitzcrank was running away, Vayne just one-shotted him to finish off the kill. And Orianna, yeah, going to get out there safely. Sona's going to go home as well. Or not. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Luckily, no wards down, though, for out, so shouldn't be in too much of a problem. And now we finally see... I know there's a pink ward in the bush that spotted that ward. I was going to say finally we see a Oracles, but that is not the case. And these super minions now pushing up the middle after that turret and the inhibitor going down. And if we look down at the items, as you mentioned earlier on, double Phantom Dancer. What is Shaco doing?
River just took the blue from Cold Reaver. that's
Why not?
That's 2 buffs he's taken now.
Needs a cooldowns.
Yeah. But, I don't think Cold Reaver's going to be too upset about it. Has got that Oracle working. 563 AP now with that Void Staff on as well. Incredible score, 8-0-18 at the moment for Orianna. They will surely take this Baron down. Can they react to it? They do try and get the kill across. Doesn't happen, and that's going to be a Mumu going down. Sacrificed himself to try and get the smite onto it. Didn't happen. Blitzcrank gets taken straight out. Orianna ulti on towards them, and that brand ulti was wasted just on Sona there, and that was pointless ulti. And that is an ace, and almost certainly the game for MySports as they just run straight in with the Baron above 4 into a naked open turret. There we go. GG, well played, and that is a clear victory in the end. But wow, what a pretty entertaining first match. I think it's about 50-something kills in there in total, 55, somewhere around there. Very entertaining stuff.
Yeah, you just don't see games generally like that at this kind of level of play. Let me bring up the post-match screen because it's got a lot of information on it, actually. 40-22 in the end. That's a crazy scoreline. Let's give some props to those guys who are really propping up the scoreboard. Orianna 9-0-22, 15k gold farmed in that game. Vayne 10-11, Shaco 10-6-12, the commanding jungle performance there, great ganks. Riven 11-7-9, we pointed out maybe a little bit too offensive here and there, but in the end got the job done. Over on the other side, that Blitzcrank not doing what he needed to do, to be quite frank, in the game. I mean, look at his items, and that just tells you, the poor story of Blitzcrank. 0-10-8, Amumu 1-9-8, Tristana 10-4-6, Brand 4-10-10, and Renekton 7-7-9. Now, Renekton, as we pointed out, I think was the big make-or-break champion in that game as we got towards the final stages.
Yeah, and unfortunately for him, it was a break, but Riven actually decided, I think he must have had something from his team to say, look, sort yourself out. You're the only one feeding kills here. You are the feeder of the team. And they did sort themselves out, so very well played. So, what will be next? That's the question. We do have CU versus eSuba. We also have MySports versus League are the 2 matches. So I guess we'll take a quick break, decide which one we're going to, and be back in a few moments, Joe.
Yeah, we shall be back here in just a minute. For all you guys that entered the contest on Facebook, I'll make sure I pick one of you guys out a little bit later on and send you one of these shiny K9 NASA skins. We shall be back once we get into a semi-final game. Not sure exactly which it'll be, but we shall be back in just a few minutes, hopefully. I think all the other games will have finished by now, so don't go anywhere.